Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Everquest Landmark. Now I say welcome back because some time ago I did one episode and checked out the game, and I intended to do more, but the game didn't run all that well for me and I wasn't really excited about what I was seeing in the game. I didn't feel like I could do a whole lot, but there's been a number of updates since then. I even have a new computer since then, and a number of you have been asking me to come check out the game. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to do probably 2 or 3 episodes or so. I'm going to explore the tools, the building tools and everything, while trying to build something on a claim. Now I'm going to actually jump in here and pan out a bit. Let's go ahead and turn on my claim, because in fact I've already claimed a piece of property. So excuse me, you can see we've got the tall kind of area here. This is the area I've claimed. It happens to be the corner of a little peak in here, which I thought would be kind of fun to build on. Now I'm going to try and build a cabin up here, is kind of what I'm thinking, somewhere on the peak. Nothing crazy, just a little cabin. I do want to kind of dig down and make a little, kind of like a mining entrance to it or something. So almost like it's a mining cabin. I'm kind of thinking about putting an entrance somewhere down here, basically right when you get to my property, cut straight into the mountain, and then basically turn a corner, angle up, and do some stairs up into where the cabin would be here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking we'll do, and we'll see where we're at after a couple episodes and see what you guys think. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say in the comments. Leave a like if you're excited about seeing more of these kinds of videos. I would appreciate it. It helps me know whether I should keep posting these to the channel or just explore this on my own off camera. So what I've done is I've run around for a bit and gathered some materials. Over here we've got this new window now, and we can see the different materials here. We've got wood, we've got stone. You can see I've got a lot of dirt and stone. Now, these numbers look really massive, but this actually comes pretty quick from digging. And then we've got some different shapes and everything we can work with. Now, I've played around with these tools a bit. I'm still kind of getting used to these guys, but looks like, okay. I was like, did I place something down? I'm still getting used to the tools, and so that's going to be a part of this as we go. But let's go ahead and get started by digging a path in here. Kind of want to know where my entrance is going to be, or at least the secret kind of mining entrance. So we've got this guy here, the selection tool, and we're going to come right down to the edge of my property, somewhere in here. It can be up a little bit. And then we can actually just drag this out. Now we can see that's probably plenty of room for a character to walk, maybe something like that. Cool, yeah, you can see we fit right in there. And then what we can actually do is grab this angle and slide this in there. We can actually change the height and everything too. So let's let go of that and see how far in that goes. Okay, so it gets in here a bit. Let me zoom in. Okay, so it's right around here. Somewhere in here, and I think that might be far enough. Sure, why not? So we can actually come down here and hit the delete key, and I should be able to exit out of there. Cool. So there we go. We've got the entrance dug in here, and you can see this just kind of comes into a dead end. And we can put material in here and make it look kind of cool. I've got some ideas. I kind of want to try and make it look more natural inside versus being this kind of squared out, but we'll get to that at some point in the future. Now let's see. I do want to dig down to that point. Let's see, what's the best way? I think we may need to come in here and do this from in here, at least the start of this. So grab that selection tool again. I'm going to back out here. Let's see. Where am I at here? Something like this, at least to start. Okay, so that's as tall as we need it there. And we'll go... We're going to go back in here a bit, at least as much as I can. Something like that should work. Go ahead and delete. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this all the way to the top. And this is going to be a little funky trying to get in here. Let's do this. Maybe it'll be a little easier doing it in first person view. So we can drag this back. And let's see about this guy. It's kind of hard because you can't really see the corners, but you can grab them. That's not what I meant to do. I did the wrong thing here. Let's see. Do that. Okay, let's try that again. I did not mean to delete that chunk. This can get a little interesting to try and control this. I was experimenting before and it was alright. I was able to grab a corner in here, but it doesn't seem to want to let me get a hold of the right spot. But what we could do is run back out, because maybe this is going to be easier from the top. Look down at it. That'll kind of let us know too where it's at here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I could definitely it could definitely be a bit deeper, but there we go. So there's where that would kind of pop up. It's a little sooner than I thought I'd want it. And what does it say? 11 voxels wide. Let's go like this. Okay, and then I'm kind of thinking 11. Kind of thinking we'll do something like that. So now we've deleted that out. Let's go back down in there. We should have a L shape in there. It's pretty deep. Okay, we got a big chunk there. That's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll start our last selection up here a bit. Scroll that down. Something like that. I don't know if I'll be able to grab it from here. Yeah, not so much. So back up top we go. So anyway, we're basically just getting a rough shape in there, and then we'll go in and we'll make some stairs, and I think I'll even have like a basement level to this. I think that'll be cool. In fact, we might even have multiple levels. Okay, let's take a peek at that. So there we go. We've kind of got our angle down in there, and then it's going to bust out to that front corner. Now, I say front corner because I consider this the front face of the property, not only based on the cliff, but we have the portal is out there in the distance. If I bring out the map here, you can see we're facing kind of southeast, and here's the portal. So it's pretty close, which is great. We can run out there. There's different workbenches and things like that, and we'll be able to get some of those out here, but for now, we will be jogging over there from time to time to get certain things. Although now that I say that, they do have a crystal now that allow you to port there once, and then I don't think it takes much to make more of those. So anyway, I think what I'll do is I'll dig this out a little bit more, try to get this kind of angle going a little bit better, and then we'll see where we're at from there. Okay, so I've got the stairwell pretty much dug out. You can see I've kind of done a turn there. I thought that would be best because otherwise I may end up kind of popping out over here, and I really want to pop out more towards the middle. Additionally, I'm going to end up covering up most of this. From basically here over to the left will be covered up with floor, and we can step down underneath the building. So let's go ahead and figure out the area of the building, and I'm trying to think of how I want to do that. I basically can place down some material, maybe decide on a foundation. I could put some corners down. I have an idea for this cabin, and it kind of has two components. It's got one large kind of body, and then a smaller portion that's kind of an entrance. So let's see here. Let's see, worked stone. We also have some other stuff down here too. Okay, kind of think it's something darker. Let's see how this looks. So this guy is fine. Okay, so we're going to go down to the add tool, and we can scroll, spin this guy around, and let's see, we can change the rotation with tab there. Okay, let's see, we also want to change, let's see, let's go back here, because I think I need the block selected. There we go. Okay, and now when we scroll wheel, we'll do the sizes. So I'm kind of thinking that we do a bigger block here. Let's see. As a foundation. I'm wanting to build this in a almost from the ground up, like not just throw down a flat floor or anything, but actually put down support and some beams and stuff like that to give it that kind of authentic look. Let's see. Oh, you know what would be nice here is to get some kind of blueprinting in, almost like Prison Architect, where you can kind of draw down lines without building. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so let me see. Let's think about this. I want the entrance. I think I want the entrance over here, and the primary building at this point here. I could do the entrance here. Yeah, I want the entrance to actually have this kind of small portion to it, so maybe this is the best bet, kind of point it that way. I could also face it away from the cliff, but... Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to plop these down real quick. Let's see, something like this. Let's take a kind of close look at this, see what this material is going to look like. We can actually put down a couple of these and see how it's going to come out. Yeah, maybe that's not the best to go with. There is a stone I was using earlier, just, I think it was this guy, the worked stone. Yeah, that had kind of a cool look. The other one just seemed kind of all over the place. Okay, we're going to scroll back out here. So, foundation, something like this. And I'm going to try to line these up. See if I can keep my mouse relatively back over there. Something like this. The reality is I can draw lines out with this material and then delete it, and you get your material back. So, and this hill is going to be a bit of a problem. I can level this out pretty easily with a selection tool. Maybe that's going to be the best bet. That'll make all of this easier, I think. Let's go ahead and undo the blocks. We kind of know that's the corner we want to work from, and let's just go ahead and drag this out. So this is going to be the primary building area right here, and we'll just raise, whoops, try that again, something like this. Okay, and then we can grab a piece here, raise it all the way up so it'll delete all of the dirt up to that point. And we'll have to go down to something like that. Let's take a little walk around here. So that's going to dig out a pretty big chunk. You can actually see how far down into the stairwell it's going to go. We have quite a bit of a hill here. Excuse me. So, but I think that's a pretty good size for the interior primary portion of this. We'll go ahead and hit delete. So there's that. We can see what that's all about now. And we'll build the foundation up, I think is what we'll do. The floor actually won't be down at this level. And then let's account for the entrance. Grab this selector again. Let's see, let me get a better angle here. Something like this, if that makes sense now when I set a smaller entryway. And delete that out. So this is kind of what we're looking at. I'm thinking that the front door can be here. And just kind of pop out. And I can chop this stuff down and clear that out a bit. Something like that. The other thing I could do is I could actually pop the door kind of at an angle this way. Just kind of shoot it out the side. Actually, that would be kind of cool because then it's facing down the hill. So I think that is what we will do. Then let's see. I think I'm going to have a wood frame around the bottom. Let's actually check that out. I have yet to place any wood ever. Okay, unfortunately I don't have a lot of wood. I may have to go chopping. May have to go get some wood. But let's see what this actually looks like here. Go, we could do... I don't need it really thick. It's mostly for looks. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, let's go back and do dirt. Yeah. It might only be one level here. Let's zoom in here. So basically what I want to do is when you look from the grass level here, I want there to be wood kind of paneling along the bottom, but I don't want to have to put wood all along down in here. That's kind of a waste. So I think what I'm going to actually do is fill with the dirt across here like this, and then I'll keep doing that, you know, not up there, and not there. Basically kind of follow the trim of the grass. Where that keeps jumping up there, so that the wood actually doesn't have to fill area that nobody's even going to see. Yeah, something like that. And I think there's a way to... Let's see, that's for smoothing. It's not the heel. I thought there was a way that you could actually stretch this stuff out. I'd played with it before. I don't remember offhand what tool that is, but... let's see, if I do selection tool, maybe that's what it was. Here, this doesn't stretch it, it just moves it. Let's see, how about you? No? Okay, anyway, I may have to play with that a bit more. But I think that's what we'll do. I'm going to run dirt all along here, along the bottom, so I can then basically jump in here like so. And then do, you know, wood. Apparently I'm not selected on the wood. Something like this. So that from out here you see wood along the bottom, but on the inside again you're not wasting all the wood. I don't really need it there. In fact, I probably can just build right off of the side here. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to play around with this. I think... You know, we probably don't even need to do the dirt. I think I'm going to just go around this and do wood up to a nice flat level so we know where to put the floor. Okay, as you can see, we've got the wood up around in this area. It's kind of, it's a little bit tall, but it has to be in order to reach the hill that's right at this point. But that's okay. Now I went around and put it around the top, and I've kind of taken out some pieces below in order to save some wood. I could probably cut some out of here along the bottom, but not a lot. And additionally, in order to get more wood, I actually went back to the portal and took the wood that I had and converted it into planks, which gave me quite a bit more to work with. So at this point, after playing around with the tool a bit, I've got a better understanding how this works, so I thought I would show you really quick. Now, what we start with is the voxels here. So I'm actually going to place down a number of these because we're going to continue this boarding over on this side. So I can lay down some of these like so. Actually, you know what I just realized? I don't actually have to do this. Here's what we can do. Check this out. So we can actually drag along here and see that I need, let's see, 25 voxels wide material. So we'll go ahead and grab it here. 24, 25. Copy that. And then walk over here, paste. And as we move this around, I'm not having to hold the mouse or anything, no left or right mouse button. What I can do is hold, I can put this anywhere, hold shift and left click, and then that's going to just place it down. And I can actually use these controls to move it into place where I want it. So something like this. And I'm going to need more. As you can see, I need some below. I probably should have grabbed a bigger chunk, but that's okay. So we can hit check mark, say, yep, go ahead and do that. And then, check that out, we still have highlighted the same thing, so we can hit check mark again. And I could just go down one and hit check mark. Cool. Now I can actually go back to my select tool, and I know that I don't need this stuff up here. Let's see, that didn't pop through, did it? No. It's just a little way to save some wood, so I don't have to use all of this. Cool. Okay, and then what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and grab this whole piece. It's not quite going to be the same size on the other side, but that's okay. Actually, this is going to paste kind of weird. I have to rotate it. Right now, the rotator is very fine controls. It doesn't snap, so I'm actually not going to do that. But we do know that it's 25 voxels, and it was down 3 or 4 sections, so we're just going to do that over here. 25, we'll go there, Control C, and walk this over here, Control V. shift paste. And we'll just double check. Yeah, see, sometimes there's a gap and you can't really tell. So something like this, and I think we're at the edge there, right there. And then we'll line this up at the top and call it good. Cool. Now we know also we can do this one more time. We can actually select along here. We know we need 25 and probably 5 tall to play it safe. And I can just grab that back here. 25, did I say 25 wide? I think so, yeah. And we will go with 5 tall. Paste this guy, shift click, and then make sure we've got everything lined up. Looks like this one ended up going right where we wanted. And I am missing the corner up here. So this is the cool thing. I can hit check mark, and then I can just bring this over by 1. Hit check mark again, and we're good. So let's jump out of here. So there we go. We've got our wood frame along the bottom, and then basically I'm going to end up building on top of this some more wood. I may do... Maybe stone would have been better down here, now that I think about it, because I wanted to do wood up top. Now, we can actually jump in here to the paint tool. Let's just go ahead and experiment with this real quick. Actually, it's right now painting down the exact same material that this is made of. So we're going to jump in here, go to our stone, grab the work stone. There we go. We can even make this a lot bigger. Yeah, check that out. That's pretty cool looking. I definitely like that better. So we can just go through and paint this, and you can see it's using our stone now instead. But the cool thing is it's only painting down what's there. So we're only going to use the material the same. Well, actually, you know what? Did I just paint the ground with that? I did not realize actually that that was going to paint the ground that way. Okay, let's back this up a bit. I don't want to paint the ground. I thought it would only paint the material that I had down, but that's okay. We're just going to have to use some more. I was going to say fine control, but that didn't help either. I think what I can probably do is, what was the eyedropper? There was a controlled eyedrop and I could select the grass, but I think what we can do is just go ahead and do this all the way around, and then I may have to come back, go into here, go to the dirt, choose the grass, and then do a 1 voxel selection. That was pretty bright grass. Okay, well, the sun has gone down here, so it's getting a little bit darker, but you can see I've got the stone painted all around. Now, the stone was bleeding out into the grass a bit. You can see a little bit of that here, but in going around and painting the grass, let's actually go back and select this again. I got the dark grass. I actually was painting along the bottom of the stone. That resolved that, and it actually looks okay. It looks like it's kind of creeping up on the stone, which is a cool look. I think we can even do a little bit here. Let me try anyway. There we go. So you can see by doing that I can create kind of like these patches that look like they're growing up along the stone, which is kind of cool. Makes it blend in a little bit better. So I'm going to go around and kind of do little pieces of that. It's interesting because it also paints some of the grass and everything to the ground as you do that. I was painting in this kind of fashion and a fern popped up when I did that, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, like I said, we'll roll around with this, and I think what we're going to do next is probably work on the floor and get that in there. I thought I might do these like support beams across, but I don't think I'm going to actually do that. I think we'll keep it simple and just do kind of wood plank across there, and then we'll end up doing the stairs down, and I'm not going to worry about the interior, what this looks like, because where the stairs go down I'm going to do kind of walls up to the floor, so you're not really going to see down at the foundation at that level. So that'll make things a bit easier. So anyway, let's see. Like I said, I'm going to run around here and finish this up, but I think that's going to just about wrap it up for tonight. I think this was a good start, getting the foundation in. I definitely got a better grasp on the tools and everything, so I'm really looking forward to getting this thing going. Thanks for stopping in and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and or a comment letting me know what you think of this, especially if you want to see more. And once again, right now I'm looking at doing maybe 2-3 episodes, something like that, maybe 4, and seeing how it goes, seeing if you guys are watching, if you guys are interested, and we'll decide from there whether we want to keep going and do more of this. Thanks again, everybody. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.